When students hear the word chemistry, many imagine one big subject full of formulas, reactions, memorization, exception, and confusion. But the truth is, chemistry is not one single world, it is three different worlds working together. If you understand these three branches clearly, chemistry becomes easier to learn, easier to revise, and much easier to score in. Because each branch has its own language, its own logic, and its own way of studying. First comes physical chemistry. This is the part of chemistry where concepts, formulas, units, graphs, and numericals play a major role. Here, chemistry behaves a little like physics and mathematics. You calculate, you compare, you analyze, you apply formulas to real chemical situation. In physical chemistry, you will study topics like mole concept, atomic structure, thermodynamics, equilibrium, electrochemistry, and chemical kinetics. This branch asks questions like how much substance is present, how does energy change, how fast does a reaction happen, and why does a system move towards equilibrium. To do well in physical chemistry, you must understand the concept first, then learn the formula, then know the units, and then practice enough questions. Because physical chemistry becomes strong not by reading only, but by solving. Next comes organic chemistry. This is the chemistry of carbon compounds. At first, it may look like a forest of structures and reactions, but organic chemistry is not random. It is a connected story of structures, bonding, electron movement, and reaction flow. In organic chemistry, you will study general organic chemistry, hydrocarbons, halo compounds, alcohols, phenols, ethers, aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acid, amines, and biomolecules. This branch asks questions like which functional group is present, why did this reaction happen, where will the electron move, and how can one compound convert it into another. To master organic chemistry, do not memorize blindly. Understand the structure, recognize the functional group, learn the reaction type, follow the mechanism, and revise the conversion again and again. When you understand why electrons move, organic chemistry becomes much easier. The third branch is inorganic chemistry. This is the world of elements, periodic trends, compounds, colors, properties, exceptions, and reactions of groups and blocks. This branch often feels memory heavy, but when taught correctly, it becomes a system of patterns. In inorganic chemistry, you will study periodicity, chemical bonding, P block, D block, F block, coordination compounds, hydrogen, and S block topics. This branch asks questions like why does a trend change across a period? Why does an element show a special exception? Why do transition compounds show color? And how do properties change from group to group? To score well in inorganic chemistry, NCRT is extremely important. Read carefully, underline important lines, make short revision notes, study trends and exceptions, and revise in small repeated cycles. Inorganic chemistry becomes strong through smart repetition. So, what is the real difference? Physical chemistry is about logic, formulas, and numericals. Organic chemistry is about structure, reactions, and mechanisms. Inorganic chemistry is about elements, patterns, properties, and revision. Three branches, three styles, one subject. When students do not understand these differences, they often use the wrong study method. They try to memorize physical chemistry. They try to rush organic chemistry. They ignore revision in inorganic chemistry. And then chemistry feels difficult. But once the right approach is used, everything begins to make sense. In this course, we will study all three branches step by step. We will build physical chemistry with clarity, organic chemistry with logic, and inorganic chemistry with smart strategy. So you do not just complete chemistry, you truly understand it. When you understand the three branches of chemistry, the subject stops feeling confusing. It becomes structured, connected, learnable, and powerful. This is how chemistry becomes easier, And this is how mastery begins